Hey y'all, it's Hawa. Raw allows me to admit that I don't know and gives me an opportunity to learn.
Hey y'all, this is Vanessa, and Raw allows me to be authentically myself while bringing you some cheese and some tea and a little bit of fun.
Hey guys, it's Casey, aka Karina. Raw is authentic conversation and it allows me to be right and wrong at the same time.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. Raw Conversations allows me to be aware, to be transparent, and of course, to grow.
Hey y'all, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, guys.
Happy March 1st.
Yes. It's spicy season.
It been started, honey.
That's why I said spicy season.
Can't.
All the
What does that mean? I'm lost.
We're not
Spicy
favorite
season?
people.
Pisces.
Oh, Pisces. I thought you said spicy for a second.
Mm.
Oh Lord.
My
Oh Lord.
Spicy. They can be a little spicy.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I like that. I like that.
Okay, that's cute. That was cute. Okay.
I thought you really said spicy too.
I thought so too. I didn't hear Pisces.
Oh,
but yeah,
She
it
said
is
Pisces. I thought she said spicy. I'll be wrong.
Pisces are
Pisces.
But they're
overly
they're very spicy.
They are spicy.
they are overly confident and
Overly emotional.
and
She
cocky.
Jennifer,
Are you guys talking
Jennifer
about?
would know she got them plenty of
Oh, boy, I got these things. Where I get these things from?
Are you guys talking about the
who's
men?
the Pisces on here?
Me.
Overly confident. They're overly confident. They're cocky.
Is that the girls?
Dang.
Both.
No.
I never noticed that in a guy.
Have to no.
You never notice what cockiness?
You never noticed the cockiness, Jennifer?
Wait, excuse me. You
Please.
never noticed what?
Please. Who's you married to?
A cockiness in a Pisces man. If
Not
anything,
Cockiness? You don't notice that?
Wait, you never noticed cockiness?
She looks at it as confidence. It is
Okay.
confidence.
It's
It's
confidence, but it's
it's
also
confidence,
cockiness
it's
as
cocky.
well. It's
Well, I'm
cocky.
I'm
surprised.
so confused right now. Y'all got me so lost.
first of all, none of us are like that. So yeah, please stick.
No, not even honestly, not even the women. That's my first time hearing that. It's
None
just
of us
What's
like that.
funny? I said it at work the other day, and there's a Pisces woman sitting there, and she had a smirk on her face, and she was like, "Oh my God, if one more person say that to me again," because I don't know how you don't see it, but okay. I was.
I'm married to a Pisces man, and I don't think he's cocky at all. I think
Thank you.
y'all thinking about the wrong person.
Oh,
I
sure.
don't know.
It's an Asian, sure.
What's your
It must be
definition
the February Pisces y'all talking
What's your
about.
definition of
It
cocky?
ain't March.
I'm just curious. What's your definition of cocky?
Oh, like you overly love yourself. What are you talking about?
What's wrong with that? That's everybody. What's wrong with you?
No.
No, I think he just got it. I don't think he overly.
Well, but of course,
You know why he's not the only Pisces? Like I
you would think that,
said, when I said it to a Pisces, she was like, "Oh, if
You
one more
think-
person."
But
So
Jennifer
that's all
knows
she
this.
said.
I feel like Jennifer knows this. I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know. I feel like
I'm
she's
so confused. I never
My
honestly.
husband
I
loves
never
himself.
heard-
He's really into himself. Like,
Yes,
That's
he
just
is.
love himself.
How many
So I'm
Pisces don't
surprised.
love this stuff?
When you introduced me to this man, what was some of the things that we saw? Did we not see a portfolio? No.
Are we talking about?
No.
Are
Are we talking about the same
about
person?
him-
No.
Are we talking about him 20 years ago as a model?
No. I'm saying.
Talk about a person.
No.
Wait. We're not talking about a person. We're talking about the characteristics of a Pisces.
Characteristic.
yes,
Yeah.
characteristics.
Even
Like,
now.
it's not even
Yeah.
visualized on here. We're talking about the characteristics. I'm talking about the characteristics of a Pisces.
Even
because
now.
I know when I mentioned it to a Pisces female, she laughed. And she was like, "Oh my God!" People say that
I've
all the
never
time.
heard anyone put.
Honestly, all
I've
the
never
Pisces-
heard anyone say that about us.
all the
That's weird.
Pisces, I heard that they're spicy. I heard that they're romantic. I heard that they are go-getters. I never heard cocky or
Overly confident, cocky,
Yeah, I never
go-getters,
heard that.
high self-esteem.
That's not true. That's very personal. That's
Yeah, I think that's expected.
It's about interaction with a Pisces. I'm not just talking about a specific person. I've interacted with Pisces before.
I mean, I live with 3.
Listen,
So,
but it's
If
like,
anybody should be talking,
but
that's me, right?
but can I read? Can I read what it says?
Please
It
do.
says
Yes.
it is primarily inward facing. They are not self-absorbed, but they are self-absorbed with themselves, and ultimately that will resolve. They're empathetic. They're at least bit psychic. They are go-getters like these. So it says they're not, but they are.
They are.
Whoa.
But
So
see, the thing about them is they're humble with it.
Right.
But
okay,
don't
maybe
be
maybe
fooled.
that's the part I'm not saying.
Don't be fooled. They love themselves.
I mean, I always been with a good looking man, so I don't know what the difference of cockiness.
Okay, you're in the Pisces crew right now because
So I wouldn't know, like, what
been
is
with them a little too long.
yeah, I think that's what.
Karina, I don't know under the Pisces that you know that act like that. So the fact that you even
Eh?
up on this.
Hey, stop it.
And I don't think Faye act like that either. That's a crazy
Thank you.
thing.
Thank you.
And
Emotional?
That
Yes.
now.
I am emotional.
Faith
but
is humble, but she let her say. Stop it.
But I think we all like ourselves.
Who
No,
don't
no.
like themselves?
No, there's a different level of this, but we will table this. We will table this.
I like this. Y'all making me open my eyes now.
Open it because just watch your husband the way he be talking by himself.
I'm just,
Look, it's we just leave it be to each
We'll
his
leave
own
it be.
opinion.
I
No,
just said,
no, I really don't think that's cocky.
That's okay. The three
What's
of us,
wrong with a confident man?
the 3 of us we wrong.
Yeah,
with.
me and Jennifer will have to.
well, let me just say this. I'm not even just speaking on 3 of us. It was a group of people having a conversation who all agreed upon this. So it's okay. But hey, to each his own.
No, I said to each his own.
You see people for who they are differently when you're in a relationship with them, I guess. Like how Karina would look at fate differently. People will look at Gemini as, don't let the evil twin come out. I don't have an evil twin. I just have a don't mess with me. I don't think that's evil. Evil is something different. So people always be like, "Oh my God, don't let the evil twin come out." I'm like,
no, I don't think Geminis have evil twin. I think they have. They can be they're the sweetest, but when you piss them off, you piss them off.
That's what I just said. I have the don't mess with me.
I don't think it's
There's
nothing evil, and I don't think Gemini to me is one of the less.
I don't think it's evil either. But I agree with Hawa as far as when everybody get a different version. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I never noticed, not just Shamari, not just my kids. I never noticed that with other Pisces that I interact with. So that's why
the thing about them is that they're so humbled. Like they're really down to earth people. But like if you really keen in, like you can just hear the.
But Karina, that's why my definition just said they are, but they're not.
But they're not.
So for those of you who are watching, you tell us your sign and some of the things that we will.
Karina is like a Pisces expert.
I mean, I feel like
because she's in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh, Lord.
And then the Aries are, I don't know if I like you yet, so don't come too close.
Very much so.
And that's some periods.
And if we don't like
I
you,
did born one of them.
Guess what, Katie? If we don't like you, we don't like you, and you gonna know it.
Yeah, you.
I'm trying to like you, so hold on. Don't rush into it.
There's no medium.
We don't hide.
There's take your time, and then if we don't like you, everybody gonna know we don't like you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
There's no in between.
I live with a couple.
We don't like you. We don't like you.
Oh, God.
You get.
And then Taurus are. I'm such a sweetheart, but I'm gonna cut you.
Temper.
Temper.
And I seen that temper. I was like, "Whoa, what's happening here?"
Yeah.
Temper.
When I tell you that.
My Virgo sister, Miata. Virgos are into themselves, but okay.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Virgos kind of act a little innocent too.
Bougie. Innocently bougie.
You see what Angelique said? Angelique got on point.
Most Pisces men love themselves and know how to balance when it comes to the partners. They are
Mm-hmm.
so humble and intelligent. But
Yep.
exactly,
One hundred
why
percent.
the definition says it. They are, but they're not.
But they're
They
not.
are, but they're not.
But they're not. Babe know this.
But here's the thing, though.
But
They
He's not
know
a
it.
Pisces
They're not
man.
A Pisces will not argue. I'm telling you, when I made that comment, she had a smirk on her face. She couldn't even argue it. So I'm surprised her face, like, what are you talking about? Because the thing is, and the way she said it too, because she know what we're saying is accurate, but she will not acknowledge
But I
it.
think
Our
it's
faith
honestly,
know this.
I know. I
Because
think it's
I had
different for men and women
But
because
because
that's
I
what
go in
Faith
a
is smiling right
relationship with
now.
a
I
Pisces
know a lot of
for
people
years.
that don't like a Taurus man but love a Taurus woman. So I
True.
think it's different. So maybe that's why Faith's like, huh?
No, Faith knows it. You know what somebody
nobody
know
knows
what you're
it because
saying?
let me tell, if you can go back and watch shows with Faith, Roxanne, whichever one she clean me today,
They will go
different
against it.
hairstyles. The same when they put me to there, she'd be like, "Oh, I know."
But
I
Angela,
will say
Angeline, I like that. I like what she wrote because it's
Yeah,
accurate on so many
yeah,
levels.
it is. It is. It is.
But I will
Yeah,
say,
the last part is what
that
I
ass you can't defend us though. Where he at? Because he the Pisces man I know.
oh, and then wait. Oh my God, into themselves. Did anybody say that?
Yeah, I said that. I said they're
Oh,
into
oh,
themselves.
oh my God. It's the into themselves. I wish anybody would deny that part. Into
no,
themselves.
no way.
No, they're into themselves.
Into
Like,
them,
We
into them.
And
find
then,
out.
we in Pisces season, so we have to talk about it. My
exactly.
brother-in-law, I gotta
That's
shout out my
it.
brother-in-law, Cypher the King. He's a Pisces and he makes it known, okay?
Into
Yes.
themselves.
He
Into
makes it known.
themselves.
He be like, match partners today.
Another Pisces man that I don't think is cocky.
Oh, you gotta get to
I
you
think you
gotta get
guys
to
are
know
mixing.
him.
I think you
But
guys
no,
are
he's
mixing
not a
cockiness
cocky
with
in a
cocky.
rude way, Jennifer.
But
It's
Jennifer,
not
we're not
cockiness in
saying
a
it's
rude way.
rude. What I'm saying is that they are, but they aren't. It's a
No,
mix.
Jennifer, it's not cocky in
It's
a
not
rude
rude.
way.
It's
It's
not like
just
a
like
rude way. Like,
As,
hey,
as we can
no,
defend us today.
I got
Yeah.
it's like this is how they walk. I know I got it. I
right.
got it together. So you're not being rude. You just like
It's not
overly
rude, but
confident,
it's like I
cocky. That's
know.
it.
overly confident.
You're
It's
the
like
first
that.
one I heard saying
And
the first.
honestly, my brother-in-law, Saif, I love him, but that's a Pisces man. That's a true Pisces man. Okay, he makes it known. He fly. He got his thing going. Like he's just match mine as he started it already, man. So you already know it.
And it's
By
also
the way,
women's month too. So
yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
can I talk about the theme this year? The theme this year for Women's Month. I want to know the
What are you
theme because
talking to me about?
as the vice president of the
No
women's
thing.
group in our church, we get to plan the program, and it's
Jennifer, mute
inspire
yourself.
inclusive.
Never mute yourself.
I muted her just now.
And it's
I don't
inspire
know what you're talking
inclusiveness.
about.
Jennifer,
She keep on muting
inspire
herself.
inclusiveness is the theme for this year's Women's International Women's Month. And I just love it because when you talk about women, you talk about inclusiveness. Sometimes we feel like we're so separated. We're so different in so many ways. But as women, we inspire each other to just come together and just be together. And there's so many similarities. I love when you're telling your stories to someone and they can relate on all levels. So it's just this year theme just goes with women's personality to inspire inclusiveness. So I like that. But that's this year's International Women theme. So y'all look it up, follow it, support your local women's group.
And
Yeah, and
speaking of that, Gwyneth Paltrow made a comment today. I think that kind of annoyed a few people, but I thought it was accurate. She said that a lot of white women need to refer to Black women to understand self appreciation or self love.
did she come from a place of the fact that we've been not
Yes,
appreciated?
and that's where she took it, and that's
Okay,
where
so that's what I got as soon
and
as
I
she
like,
said it.
and that's where I got, and that's what I got from it, and that's where she knows it. I've seen her on different
But
things
here's the thing, though.
that she has said it.
Here's the thing: coming from a white woman, sometimes it's not.
No, it wasn't Black people upset with her. It was her own people upset with her.
I mean,
Black people was like, "Oh, bring her to the cookout. She is right."
Oh,
Black people wasn't
oh,
mad at her.
sometimes the messenger just
No, Black people was not mad at her. It was her own people mad.
okay. But why are they mad? She's just telling them take some lessons. I mean,
Because
I
take
think
it from Black people.
Their inner self really wants to be like, and I'm sorry to say it because I've heard this multiple times, and this only comes out, I feel like, when they're drunk, that their truths start to come out. But their inner selves I feel want to be like the black woman. I may be wrong, but this is the vibes that I've gotten where I've gone to multiple places and like if they're sober, they'll just be looking and like, oh, I want to do this because us, we have so much confidence. Like we don't care who's staring. Like we will do stuff, right? And then once that alcohol hit, like that's when that truth start coming out. Like, oh my god, like I wish I could do that. I wish, like I just feel like I think she's absolutely right.
Ah,
I want to agree with you because not just you're not just saying that, but what society have a black woman, as far as this trophy black woman to be like, the round hips, the big lips, right? You see them going for that look. So it's easy for you to make such a comment and be 100% accurate because that's the look they're going for. They're getting suntan, or going on like getting darker skin, the big lips, the hips. Now they're going for that look that is typically associated with a black woman. So for you to say that, Karina, 100% accurate. So I mean, Gwinnett, I like Gwinnett. I like her movie. I think she's funny. You've been going for a little bit, girl. Come on back. But join the sisterhood. Hey.
She retired. She rusted.
she
Oh,
rested.
but she makes sense. Yeah. I mean, but I just want to say this: when they talk about international women, they're not just focusing on black women.
Oh
I
no,
just
it's not in general, but I'm just saying that
yeah.
that just fell within the day of women, and it wasn't like it was
Mhm.
just focused on black women. She was saying that with white women, it's often hard for them to, and I guess I don't know. She's taking it from her perspective that they don't,
Yeah.
really know how to have self love, and I guess
Mhm.
it's because there's a lot of struggle that comes with us. So she's just
Right.
saying that they could gain that or have that understanding or appreciation from us.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So
That's
I took it as she was connecting both races with that. I didn't
yeah.
take it as she was only
Yeah.
focusing on black
So
people.
I wonder what are the comments saying as far as why are they
I
mad
mean,
at
like
her?
I was looking at it, like I said, a lot of black people were like, yes, they agree, bring her to the cookout, da 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 da. And
Mhm.
some white people did agree, while some were a little bit like, what
The
is she
one
even
that, the ones that didn't agree,
doing?
what would you have her say? I mean, she's just making a comment. So what would they have her say? I'm just curious because I'm like, what is it that she could have said differently about that?
Yeah.
Just come on, y'all. Y'all already want to let us. Y'all go ahead. You do what you gotta do. Just say it.
Yeah.
Get on board. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay to
Right.
have these cheeks and in lips. It's okay. It's
All right.
okay.
So then getting into speaking into women too. Um, our topic that we are on last week, Risa Tessa, was it Risa Tessa, Risa
Oh
Tessa?
Yeah.
God. Yo, you
Well,
got one
she,
name. What's her
she
name?
was on. All right. Well, Lee John, friend, wife as wife,
And that Legend Legion.
Legend Leah John, whatever. He was on. She's on Tamron Hall, and she was making comments. She was just saying that there was negative comments that were said to her instead of really focus on what her story was and what was about her. And I think one of the main things that hurt her feelings was because, and I heard the person say himself, Charlemagne from Breakfast Club, said that before he even saw her, he just heard the story and he was like, that seems like a lot of big back behavior. And then Jess had confirmed that yes, she's a little thick, and referred to her like, watch, why did I get married? Referred to her like Sheila. So
Oh,
she she got offended with that, and she said, why, she already is insecure about her looks or whatever, but what does her situation with her trying to educate other people not to get caught up in this situation, what does her looks have to do with it? So what do y'all kind of feel about that?
That's crazy because who said a man wouldn't do that to a bomb woman?
hmm,
Who, like, are you kidding me? They do it to the most beautiful. This man gonna be man. Are you freaking kidding me? I
yeah,
can't even believe that. I seen a lot of people say that on TikTok too. Like she was ignoring the signs because she was desperate for a man because of her looks. That is horrible.
yeah. And I
Well,
don't expect it to come from a female,
mm,
especially
Yeah.
Jess.
No,
Like,
Jess didn't say it. I said Charlemagne.
But
That,
she
oh,
said,
that,
oh, oh, oh,
that's
I thought you
Jess
that's
said.
was
what
explaining the story to him, and
Okay, okay. Because
yeah,
I was just like, I
no,
don't know if
Jess,
you be, it should
and
be
she
she and let her go next
confirmed
door.
she confirmed when
that
he
she was
said the big bag. She was like, and he said, and she was like, well, she is a little heavy set, but like when she said Sheila, she took it in a place like, but she still
Yeah,
is, even though she's a little thick, she still is an attractive person.
yeah,
yeah.
a liar's gonna be a liar. You gotta be able to become a lie to you because you
They can
found
have their fine women. They will still do what they gotta do.
Right.
mm,
right.
So
But
at the
my
end,
thing is, we live in a society now where it's like this expectation of everybody want, like, everything is negative. So from the bat, her going on there was I didn't expect less. You would get the people that would support you. You would get the big batch of, if the people can talk about somebody's child and about how they look, what more than a grown woman
You didn't know not talk about you.
Yeah.
explaining the story? So she just has to boss up, get that money, and keep it moving. Because
Right.
who cares what Charlamagne has to say? He has surgery to fix himself. Who
Right.
the hell cares?
Mhm.
Can we just give the people a highlight on what we were talking about last week? I think there was a discussion about this woman who she have a show that said, "Who did I marry?" Like she pretty much married
Who
someone
the F
that,
did I marry? Is
huh?
what it's called on TikTok. Who the F did I
Who I
marry?
married?
Yes.
Who the F did I
So
marry? And there was a bunch of red flags that she ignored, and our topic
that
was
she
based on
ignored.
that.
So we're talking about the fact that now they're bashing her and pretty much saying that her looks are the reason why the man didn't do what he's supposed to do, or she followed him and she didn't pay attention because she
To
was
those
desperate.
signs. Right.
She was desperate for a man,
A
so she
man.
didn't pay attention. So, sometimes even the not so beautiful women find these men that will either treat them good or bad. Looks got nothing to do with it, y'all.
No.
Because the people used to say this all the time about Halle Berry. Halle Berry is
Yeah, thank you, Halle Berry.
one of the most beautiful women out there. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
She's going through about, I think, 5 or 6 marriages that
A
we're
couple
aware
of
of.
them. Yeah, yeah.
And then Jennifer Lopez was another one.
She only married like 3. The rest of them were just boyfriends. But the one
So we
that
said I have to
really,
say that no matter your looks,
you know,
if the man gonna cheat, he gonna cheat.
he,
Mm-hmm.
All right. No matter how you look.
if he wanna lie, he gonna lie.
Moses shared something with me today, and this girl was bashing women that are into the BBLs and everything else.
Mhm.
And I felt somehow about it because I was like, first of all, you're talking about, you're coming on social media, you're showing your body part, your shirt is half open. That's what that's where my focus was on her shirt being half open, but she's telling these people that you can't show your body part. You should be covered up and acting like a numb, like me right now. You should be covered up and contact for the women. So you can't be bashing other women and you're not even making an example of it. So I just feel like to each his own, you stop bashing women, especially like now.
But what
Let's
does that bring her? What satisfaction does that bring?
I think it's just like trying to say you don't need to get your body done because even no matter how bad you look, the man still
Yeah,
gonna go
it
out.
was. Yeah,
He's still gonna
besides,
do what he gonna do.
besides, she talked about getting your body done. She talked about everybody copying, doing the same thing.
Doing the same
Everybody got
thing.
the same hairstyle. Everybody is showing so much. So there's not a lot to the man's imagination and all of that. So it wasn't just on the body, but
Mhm.
it was a whole, um, it was a whole thing about why women are finding it hard to find partners
Mm-hmm.
because all the things that they do is on social media. Do I think that women shows a? Do I think that some women do a lot for social media? Absolutely,
Yes, 100%.
absolutely.
Majority a lot.
Girl, I be on TikTok like,
You gotta do that. Well, there that the new thing now, right? I told you this before. There's nothing you can do to change any man. We men do what we want. That is true.
That is this.
And sometimes you know how when people see people husband and or people men and they feel like, oh, that's my man. I got the
Mm-hmm.
man. No, you
But you're
don't.
gonna lose him how you got him.
period.
Because
Just like how you got him is how you
on
gonna
to
lose
the
him.
next. It's gonna be on to the next.
But he want to try the new one too. You gotta be careful taking a put men in from them because at the end of the day, you just might be taking somebody on a man or somebody on a man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, he ain't never yours.
So
You know?
there's this group, I've mentioned it before, in Texas. It's called Sis. Is that your man? I love that group because they be dropping on men in there. Like they be like, anybody know this guy? And then next, 5 women. Oh, he took me out on a date. Oh,
And
he
them
was
comments
dating
be
so-and-so.
funny.
And
Them
the
comments
comments,
Wait, what do you mean know the guy? Meaning before they go out with the guy, they ask in a group, do you know this person?
anybody you want to expose, you have any kind of suspicious of if he's going on a date, if you're dating him, if he's your baby dad, whatever. If you're having any kind of suspicious of this person,
you want to verify him. You want to verify him.
why
Pretty
him any kind of way you put him in this group chat they have on Facebook for Dallas, Texas. It's a real chat because my friend be sending it to us, and
She's
it
part of it. It's called Sis. Is that your man?
says that your man. It's a whole bunch of
And
females
they
in
can
Dallas.
be posting in men and Auntie.
Random man there.
I've
Can
seen
I?
it on I've
Wait,
seen it on a group chat on
but
Facebook.
but no, seriously though, let's talk about this.
Oh wow.
I
So
think it's
so
I think it's
what if
good.
you have dated that man years ago, like 30 years ago, 20
No,
years
no,
ago?
no. The purpose for that is to protect the women. So there are rules and regulation in this group. So if you do know this man, or if you knew him before, you can comment and say, hey, I dated him years ago. But most of the times it's really for players, because there's a lot of them in the Dallas area.
Hey, listen.
A lot of them that's
Hmm.
telling these girls they want to be with them 101, but then taking, like, by the time they drop the man picture, 5 girls not confirmed. He took me out last week. He took me out today. That's all it is.
I
All
think
you say.
the reason why I said I get that part, because the reason I said it is because you know how they say girl code. If I dated him, you can never date him.
Mhm.
They
Where's
don't
the
know each
limit?
other. They don't know each
What's
other.
the
They're
limit
not
to that?
friends. These are random people.
These are
They're not
Okay,
friends. They're
okay.
not
No, no,
friends.
no. What Hawaii is saying is different. She understands this part. This it's just keeping it
I
right.
think she trying to say don't stop somebody hustle from somebody getting their hustle.
Because just because I asked when you were 10 years old, you ex 10 years old, you're still playing the boyfriend girlfriend behind the trees. Don't
Right.
mean that he can't be somebody's future husband today.
Oh yeah, no, this is not this. This is not
It's not necessarily that. I feel like the person could be talking to 5 different other females at the same time and they don't know it.
Okay,
Right.
I get it. I get that part. And then Moses is saying something I want to agree but disagree with him.
What he
Um,
said?
Stop having today and butt contests. Y'all stop it. Have some respect for yourselves and dress modestly.
I
Modestly.
listen, man.
No woman can find men from in a tree. You will have your take. You will
You
have your
will have
take.
it from
you will have to take him.
Take him from another woman. Y'all keep wasting your
You
time.
know what?
You know what? I
So
don't like that last part. Taking from another woman, just like how you took him, somebody else would take him.
And
So
take him, take him, take him.
it's gonna be a taking concept. But let me tell you
Moses,
something.
please.
If a man is free, I don't. What I'm trying to say, if a man is free, but he passed somewhere before you know the person, you really have to not consider, because we're getting old. You know, somebody ex boyfriend. I'm just saying.
Because
Could be.
honestly, baby, that's somebody's ex. Please let me introduce you to
Let
somebody.
me introduce you to somebody that you go. I see y'all together. I don't.
Yes,
I
I'm not
think we need
mad
to
about it.
revisit. I think we really need to revisit that about. Oh, you can't date him because I used to talk to him. How long
I feel
ago?
like I feel like when you was mentioned earlier about a time frame, I feel like longer than 10 years ago, bro, you can talk to him.
yeah, I'm not upset
Oh,
about that.
oh, you know what? Oh, you know what?
I think you need to
It
look at
matters.
I think you need to look at the type of relationship. I don't
I
think
was
it
about
should
to
be
say
about
that.
I don't think it should be about 10 years ago, because we all getting older. So it's gonna be older relationships, but you need to think about what the quality or what that relationship was. If that was a serious relationship, we were living together, we had this and had that. No, I'm sorry, you cannot. As my close friend, you cannot date them.
That's why I said sometimes it depends on
No,
the
no,
relationship.
yeah, you.
But,
I'm
I'm
thinking
sorry, you
about.
but
can't.
so if you are there with
You
us,
can't.
if you were there with us, right? If you were there with us, right? You
Uh-huh.
saw us, hey,
Right.
you
I'm
been
sorry,
there,
you
huh?
can't.
Stay away.
No, even if you weren't there with me
You
back
dress
then,
yourself,
and
stay away. But
serious.
wait now,
No.
wait, Vanessa. If that new friend, those my awkward to get new friend around here. If that new
What?
friend,
If that new friend, you can just
if that new friend who didn't see us together, right?
yeah.
Who didn't see me and you together, they're new to the group, and y'all look like a good pair. I don't
Yeah.
think anything is wrong with that, y'all.
I think it
Like,
depends on I think it depends on what the seriousness of that relationship. I just don't.
I
That's
agree,
I don't.
but new friend can definitely date an ex.
But you
No,
know what?
because then that's still gonna cause issues.
The people will argue because I I may say we were in a 6 month relationship, while others would say we were together for 2 years, we lived together.
Right.
But I think that if I'm okay with it, it's up to me.
Yeah, if I'm
Right.
absolutely fine with it, then fine. But if I'm telling you no, no.
Oh no, I and let's be clear, I'm talking about nobody, baby daddy. That's a no. If kids are involved, please
Wait, and
leave
do
it.
you want them to come ask your permission?
But
Yeah,
because
well, not actually
Not permission, but I think it
Open
should be. I
conversation.
think it should be an open. It's not permission. I think it
Open
should be an open
conversation.
conversation instead of it being anything sneaky, because then that
yeah,
causes an
yeah,
issue.
yeah.
Open dialogue. If I'm like, girl, go ahead, whatever, then fine. That was an open dialogue. I came and I said something to you, but Otherwise, if you like trying to sneak, then you feel
Oh,
like
you know the percentage of women that's like either I'm gonna be afraid to say to my girlfriend like, "Hey, he want to take me out." I'm gonna be feeling like she's gonna
Yes.
be like, "What?"
Judge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, how many women really
And
gonna?
you're happily married and you're happy home now. Jennifer, I don't mean to cut you up, but you're happily married. You don't want
Right.
me to find my own happiness too? Y'all
Yeah.
better stop stopping your friends' blessings. Because just
I,
because you
like I said it. I'm not saying it has to be every boyfriend. I say it just depends on the quality. That's like you saying that I married somebody a long time ago when I was young, and then it didn't work. It didn't work out. So my friends
you
to
don't
my
have no kids
looking,
together, you have no connection, you're
you
separated,
have.
both of
I said it.
them.
I feel a conversation needs to be had and see where the
Okay.
person stand. If the person is okay with it, then fine.
Oh, definitely the conversation is needed, but sometimes like
Fine.
Jennifer was just saying,
That's what I
majority of
say.
the time, this
Conversation should be
conversation
had.
is limited because of fear of being judged or not accepting. You're the person not going to accept it. And you know what? People happiness matters. This is why a lot of these women now they're hiding the men and they dating because they don't want you to know that that was your ex. I'm sorry. You ain't gonna find out. You ain't gonna see him yet. Like, but Moses said something about Moses. You're missing both of them up. This chat room Karina is talking about. This is a chat room to ask
I'm talking
you dating that person too.
sure he
Like
me.
like I need to know that you're not dating that person too because I'm going out on a date with this person.
You know who are
Not,
Dallas?
yes, it's not so much. Or did you did this person before? It's like this is who I'm going out with. Anybody else going out with him right now? That's what this chat room is
Yeah,
about.
it's
Or
not a,
sis,
it's not a chat for
sis, he took me out and he didn't pay for the bill, sis.
Yep,
Let me
yep.
let you
That's
Let
what
me
down.
it is.
warn you.
Yes.
The
Why
one
you
we heard this week says he dated my brother.
No, he ain't. Y'all who relationship police, y'all friend and free to date
5
your
women.
ex.
nobody
Yes.
saying nobody not
No one
saying
come here ask y'all for permission. Now nobody's speaking yet. Why? If your ex is someone husband or your friend's husband, y'all leave y'all move from there.
but he not understanding something else. What he's not
Mose,
understanding
I
is
kind of
saying
hear you a little bit. I think they can tell
no,
It's a
I'm
little
on the
no,
fence
but
with
no,
that.
it's a little it's
listen,
and
guys.
what I say, I did not say and what he's mistaking it is no one said no. No one said completely no. We said if this is my close friend, and then you then find out that that is my ex, and we had a serious relationship, the conversation should be had.
Just tell me I like the man you used
Just
to
tell
date.
them and have a conversation. It's not you asking me for permission, but as my friend, you open about everything else.
But like, I was not looking at him when we were together. Ew, I didn't even
Right.
look at him like that. But
However,
then I didn't look at him like that. Ew, I couldn't even look at him like that. But you know, something changed about him. Since your broker, he started washing his face differently, dressing the way I like.
Fine.
Oh my God. Hey Prince, we said thank you for watching. But yeah, don't stop your friend from dating your ex because that could be that person's husband. Because some of y'all in your marriages,
Let a
you're
person
happy. You're happy in your marriages and all is well. You don't want that person to find their own happiness to in your ex. Examine yourself because if you have a problem with it, then is it really your ex?
And the
Nah, I'm
minute
just joking.
and what Karina can say is more.
more
there's
women
more
than
women
men.
than men.
Right.
Pass the man.
Pass the man over. Okay. You gotta be careful. Like
Not
dating. I was listening to the show. The lady said dating these days is tough.
It
It's,
is.
Yeah.
it's
It
tough, and especially for corporate women. Um, she says like harder. So it not easy. Hmm.
You know what Moses is so
tell you
But
what.
no, mostly when we were dating, we were younger. So the men that were young, we were all young. There was
right.
no, we didn't have to go worry about who going there, who not going there. Some of us, we were just there. But now, we're not
That's
past
because
spaces.
y'all men don't care. Y'all share.
Why you
right.
keep saying get for a man tree?
But here's the thing, Moses, at this age, the 38s and the 40s and in the 35th and up, right? The mid 30s and up, the men are recycling, okay?
Right.
And we have to accept that. Karina, agree with me. Yeah.
You know she kind of quiet tonight. I'm actually surprised. This would be a top. This would be a little part that she would be.
I
The men
mean,
are being
because
recycled.
at the end of the day, y'all have come back to agree when I
Okay.
said before that there are many women than men. So thus, at some point, what the Bible said about women just begging men to have their last name, just their last name, is gonna become a reality.
But Karina, I don't like to hear that because it's like you saying don't expect a man to just have you alone. That
Now what she's
It's
saying?
that's what
reality,
you're
babe.
saying, and I don't
That's
think
the
we
thing.
should.
It's
It's like you're saying I'm
reality.
okay with you cheating.
I'm
It's
not
like
saying
you
I'm okay with it. I'm
just
just
accept it
telling
because
you
it's the norm.
it's reality. It
But
is
that's
reality. We can argue this all night. It's reality.
okay. I just don't think I will. That right, begging, right, Miata. Yes, sissy. Like the begging doesn't carry that last name. Like your last name, my
That's
last, my
what the
probably
Bible
last
says.
name.
This is not coming from me. This is what the Bible says. This is evident. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
it's
she want
happening.
she want
Yeah,
read
so wait, so the
Bible.
Bible say about
Don't play with her.
But the Bible did say that. We I mean, I've read it.
You
The Bible
know.
said that.
You know
However,
that. You know that. That's
however, the
scripture.
reality is, would you want to know that this man is dating more than two women and you'd be okay with it because that's what the Bible said?
You are not going to know, but somewhere in your subconscious, it's happening, babe.
look how he talking about he gonna come in the show because we acting different tonight. Get out of
not
here.
You're not
acting
acting
different.
different. Come on, and sure, can tell us
You're
how
acting
you
Yeah,
different.
please, yeah, please
First
send
of
him
all,
the link because
first
he
of all, Moses, for where you are coming from, you don't want you want to agree with what he said, Karina. I agree with you totally. Of course, you would agree with her because she, she's on the other side.
Yeah, she all on the man's side. And then last week she
So,
on the man's side.
She ain't
while
even
like
saying
Angeline,
different. He
she
agree
said,
with
I
her.
think it depends on the relationship one has with each other and the length of time separated. Nevertheless, it should be talked about
The
if
body
you
for
two are
good
good
friends.
friends.
And that's what I said.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not disagreeing with the conversation. A conversation
That's
should
what I
be
said.
held. That is really important, especially if you value your friendship with that person.
Right.
Now let's talk about I don't give a two crap about you.
If you don't care, then it is what it
You was
is.
just an associate, and I saw your ex that is do what he needs to do. Okay,
Right.
he take care of stuff. Ma, and I asking your permission. Me, you're not. We associate. I'm just going.
Oh. But I still think it depends on the level of time. I don't know.
Exactly. I'm just saying. These days,
Well,
y'all
then,
stop
then
listening to
maybe you
women
might
that-
get in. Well, then maybe you might get into a place where you might think that's your associate, then the person might think they more than that to you.
It's okay.
No. You know the level of relationship.
Oh,
So
yeah.
No, that's not
No,
always
no,
true.
that's
That's
not
not
true.
always true.
Yeah.
That's not always true. You may think one way and be like, me and that person don't go that far, vice versa.
No,
Right.
Mosa wants to link y'all.
And you know what, too, though? And we have to be mindful. That's why I agree with
Yes, send Mosa
with
the link.
Angeline to say that the two people have to talk because that man may take that shit lightly and be like, "Oh, we just messed around." Wow.
Why you think it was something?
Right.
I think that is more common than anything else.
Yeah.
Is the man would be like he would downplay whatever y'all had.
Yeah.
Because he probably
That's
never
why I said
looked
have
at
the
it.
conversation with your friend.
Yeah.
Your friend, yes. I think that I agree with the friend. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying if it's someone I consider my associate, me, I'm sorry. There's no conversation. You're gonna see us.
Pop up on the sink.
Okay.
All in the paint.
I'm just saying, y'all start limiting people because in Karina's voice,
She had to throw the paint.
there's more women than men. So there's more men in that. Yeah, you start telling people.
No, but that's absolutely true. In my household alone, the men not plenty.
Roxanne, what is your thoughts?
You know what? She's been mighty quiet.
No. I don't want to sound all biased, but Karina, I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you.
On what?
Of course.
But don't apologize for disagreeing with her.
I am speaking reality.
Wait, Faye, where did you go?
And the Bible.
No,
Wait,
I
and the Bible.
that kind of comment because it's like we get it, that's reality, but it also sometimes when the way you say it, making it seems like
It's okay.
It's okay, and it's not.
I've never said it's okay.
No, but you in the way you
deliver it.
always do that.
Hold on. Y'all don't want to accept the truth. That's what that is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it because of that. It's in the back of your mind. That's why every now and then, every woman.
So Karina, in your mind, that's just
Wait,
every
you're mad.
woman.
Every now and then, you will have doubt that a man is seeing somebody. Y'all don't fake that.
Intuition.
Y'all don't fake
We
that.
have it, babe. It's in us. We are women.
It's called intuition.
And
We
when
have
you
to
do that
Oh,
intuition,
God.
is
Oh,
called
God.
it's happening. It's happening. Okay.
but Karina, I agree with Faith
Only
to say that
difference,
just
but I'm
because it's
saying,
happening,
the
but you
only
cannot.
difference is the man will come back and say, "I'm sorry, babe," or "I'm not sorry, babe."
Right. It could
But
go either
even
way.
though you know it's happening, but it's like that constant thinking about it. No woman wants to be with a
Let
man
me
that you
tell,
constantly feel like
well, let me tell y'all, like a
something is
wise
happening.
woman told me a long time ago. If you're not gonna leave your man for cheating, let your man cheat in peace and
In
let me go
peace.
in the ear.
No.
Thank you. Go ahead, y'all, Moses.
Who said that?
You know
Welcome
what?
to the show, Moses. Moses, we appreciate you.
Hi,
Steve is here.
Moses.
He's trying to log on. He's sharing the show with his peoples.
Look at
It's
look at
really
it.
that.
Fred
It's
is
really that
look
in
at
peace.
it. Look at it.
We
Say the
miss
yes.
you, honey.
I think say the yes that I'm the first time seeing you say.
That's
That's
true. That's true.
Okay, when last I
You're
was here?
talking for the year.
When last I was here?
That's
When
true.
the person was talking, when
Hey,
you
look
took
like
the
you've
picture,
been losing
no,
weight. You look
the
good.
last time you were
Yeah,
on
did
here,
you
you
lose
took the
weight?
picture, I'm
Nah.
not calling for you on your show. If they want
When
to
I put him on the spot. Yeah, I want to bring brother.
Man, the man look good, but
Serena slow down and I can SB relax.
about you. What about you? We giving you the spotlight. What's the
No,
I
SB?
was looking good like bring brother. You know. Oh,
no far behind
now
there.
who's that Thomas here?
Thomas in the house.
But no, but to be honest though, I you know I had no intent on coming on. I really wanted to watch the show and just chill.
Oh, what happened?
But I think the conversation is very important for us to have.
Okay.
Because there are some realistic facts here that we ourselves as human beings, it looks like a mystery we have no control over. To be very honest. When it comes to the issue of relationships, sometimes people want to lay these big expectations for other people. But that is your expectation, though. It doesn't mean that the other person will do it, whether you're married or you're single. It does not really mean that. And so we have to have this conversation from a realistic standpoint. And that's why I was in a white t-shirt, you know, laying on the couch and watching you guys. But I had to change in orange to match up with Karina.
Oh,
Because I confused Karina.
What about Hawa?
do tell.
I think for one of the very first time I want to agree with Karina.
SB is yeah.
Yeah, and exactly so. And so, you know, we just celebrated SB birthday. You hear me? Yeah, okay, my boy. What's up? My boss chauffeur here. Watch me. She like, you know what? I didn't gonna win.
Now you can see our last jump on teeth.
But see,
you were on a good point here, and you about to mess it up.
Stay on your point, bro.
Yeah, tell us about your t-shirt.
I will stop what I was saying and give my boy SB shout out. You hear me?
Okay.
SB, man, happy birthday, bro. The birthday Umba will still celebrating. You already know what time it is. You already know. He said, I will take it out for you. I will take out the original for you. You people, I gotta make sure I follow the struggle. No. Hello. La bring me la bring me no.
As we should.
That's what get out of the way.
Yeah. So that's the point.
Platform. We will
That's
let
the
you know. We
No,
love all
but
the
you see the two of them gonna be talking. The two of them gonna be talking. You're gonna be bagging la bring me. My brother love for the chauffeur on the show this time. What? And then we know the reason why.
Somebody not take him, man.
If I love for the chauffeur on the show, that problem.
And I'm gonna get
Somebody
my
occupy his time, but
I will leave love our story, but seriously though, I think this conversation is important. I really want to be part of it. You know, I want to disagree with this notion that somebody supposed to check in with a best friend because the best friend decided to date the ex, or the ex decided to date the best friend. Let me say this today: there is no moral rule broken. There is no friendship rule broken. Let me say it today. I want to be clear on the record.
If your friend dated, if your friend dated, did you hear that part?
Yes. In fact, let me say this. In fact, it will be a choice. You must be appreciative to the person who will come to you and say, I am dating your ex. You should be appreciative of that person.
We agree.
Respect, yeah.
In fact, you should be appreciative of that person.
That's respect.
If they don't tell you, also don't take it personal. You say your ex, what is your issue? What is your issue? And your ex? No. That will look at it from a serious perspective. You see, sometimes we blow this thing out of proportion. We think that people owe us something, but we can't look at it from a rational standpoint. The only way you will have a problem with it, unless you still want your ex.
See, that kind of issue. You?
I don't think the person necessarily have a problem with it.
So why should I have a problem with it? Ain't that an ex? What does ex mean?
Right.
What does
You're
ex
not
mean?
together no more. You are happy in your relationship. The person
If
looking for
it's
that.
like-
Exactly. So why if you want to stay
If
in that
it's like
way?
if it's an associate, Steve, if it's an associate friend or a friend of a friend, I think that's fine. But if you are in my circle and that my ex have to come back in my circle, absolutely you have to talk about it.
No, but your ex does not have to come out in your circle because your ex
If
is
it's
not.
if it's with my
If he's
friend,
dating her closest
absolutely.
friend, yes, he's
No.
not in
He's
the
not.
circle.
Listen, if you can't stay in a relationship, then walk away.
You missing what
Are you
she's
trying to
saying though. She's
I'm
saying
saying,
that
listen.
if he comes back in her circle, meaning
He
like
will come back around, and the conversation will have to be
So
had.
what? So what?
I agree with
It
Steve
is
that
so
it's
what?
a courtesy to
Yeah.
have the conversation.
Listen.
We're not about to go to a party and I see my ex every time. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you see your ex, so what? Ain't that your ex? Why your issue?
That's why I said for my stand on it. It depends on the years.
It doesn't matter. Even if
I can say that shit because I haven't had an ex for 20 years. But I'm saying,
So it's
I'm saying if it's an ex from 20 years ago, all right, cool. But if it's a year ago, 2 years ago, I don't want to see that nigga.
why you don't want to see him? You stay in love with him now. Why you still got emotional?
No.
It could be a bitter
No,
breakup.
that's not why.
So what if it was bitter?
It could be a bitter breakup.
Okay, so what is the issue? Why is the issue?
She just don't want him in her space.
Why
That's
you
why,
leave?
as we said, it depends on how the relationship ended as well.
Yes.
The issue here is you who to determine who should go where, when should go where.
I'm
You
his
who?
ex.
You relationship police?
Everyone have the right to control.
As the relationship police.
Exactly.
You say you who? I'm his
These few
ex.
days.
I
These
brought
few
him
days,
around in
that's
order
what
for you
you
to
mean.
see him.
Yes.
That's who I am. I'm
I
his
meant to
ex.
send it. I meant to send it to you these few days. I just forget to you. You know, normally when I see some of these conversations that we
What
have,
you mean?
I can normally send it to you guys. Let me say this to you. These few days, I just forgetting her name. I don't know if that Alicia Keys or someone. Her current husband, his ex-wife, along with the husband, along with the three of them sat for a sit down.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. They had a conversation. Let me say this to you. They had a conversation. Initially, Alicia Keys' husband ex was pissed off.
People say Alicia. They say Alicia tell me.
Exactly. She stated that she was upset, but she realized that her obsession was affecting the relationship they both supposed to have with her pa, vice versa. Let me say this. Your ex, that your ex.
I like how you can emphasize on the X.
No,
That's
but
a total different situation because a kid is involved.
okay, so where issue with your ex?
What?
She said that she doesn't want him in her space. That's a whole different space. She's in.
Then when you see two of them together, walk away.
How is the person bringing him around though?
If it's
No,
a
but you got a
coworker,
problem.
Steve, if it's a co-worker of a friend, that's fine. But if it's my friend, I don't want to see him. What? Like,
Let's take for example, if let's say Jennifer hosting Vanessa hosting a party, Jennifer, hypothetically speaking, Karina brings one of your ex to the party. I'm sorry for using your names, but we gotta make
no,
it.
that's fine. That's fine.
Karina brings one of your ex to the party, even though S will be jealous, right? Let's keep that aside because he's not important all the way in Canada. But Karina brings one of your ex to the party. One of your most recent ex, right? The question becomes, even if you are pissed off that she brought one of your most recent ex to the party and they're seeing each other, whatever it is, and you have the right to walk away.
You do, but you also have to. If you have the right to walk away.
So ma'am, sir,
yes.
You mean to tell me
yes,
if you were married,
yes,
don't even ask men because they don't care.
Divorce,
yes,
and your friend
yes,
started to date your ex-wife,
yes,
that y'all had kids,
yes,
you have no problem with it.
You have no issue whatsoever.
I will have no problem with it. In fact, you know what I will do?
What? Then that's you.
Wait.
That's you.
And you ask a question. In fact, you know what I will do?
I did.
In fact, you know what I will do?
What?
I will become more friend with that person because of the interest of my children. I have no control over who my ex wants to be with, who she has to be with, who she must be with. You see, we must be
I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that conversation about having no control who the people are going to be
You
with.
need to grow. Until you can grow to that level, you are not mature from an emotional standpoint to some extent, especially when it comes to relationship. What is your
I
issue?
keep hearing that.
You need to grow up. My only interest is my children. Now, if that man is doing something to affect my children, then we have a problem. But what I hear my ex can be passing the hustle. What are they can be jumping?
I feel like that's most men. They don't really care.
No, but honestly, I keep hearing that. But the reason why I keep hearing that is because people are just relating it to our age, like where we are now. How like you dated, like that's what people are. It's not like the young us that's speaking on these things. We are way far into our relationship. We have exes down the way. So now that's where this conversation is honestly coming from. Is the fact that we're hitting this age now. There's no way you're gonna see somebody that haven't been somewhere.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I think that's where we have to have an open mind.
Which you will, and that's why I say you can have that open mind. But he's saying,
I agree with you, Vanessa. Please have the conversation with me.
Yeah, but he's saying there should be no conversation, whether that children or whatever involved.
I know. I don't think it's asking for permission. I think it's more of I just want you to be aware that this is happening. That's all.
Guys, Mo says it's coming from a male perspective. That's why he's saying the things he's saying.
We're gonna step away from the community.
Us females operate differently. I'm sorry.
Okay, but I'm coming from a realistic perspective. We can't restrict it to
a man perspective because women.
No, from a general realistic perspective, Mama.
But no, fake women are doing it.
Alicia Keys just did the same thing. Alicia Keys is a celebrity, a star. She's well known. She just did the same thing. That me and you
now, friend.
Excuse me for a second. Alicia would not be sitting down having a conversation with Shonda had there not been no children involved. Right. Alicia is in the house with Shonda's child.
That's why.
They can talk.
That is had there not been child involved,
they're having no conversation
with Alicia. For your child, you have to put your girl panties on.
So can I get clarity on that conversation? So it wasn't so Alicia didn't break up the marriage.
No, it was her. It was her, and two of them had that. She had that, and it was her. Basically, it came from.
She was a side chick.
That she was a side chick and became.
So let's get us something.
But the reason why the conversation is being held
because they have a child.
His older son. That's the mom.
Yeah.
So even though the side chick been finished, they have to come together and co-parent.
So let me get.
That's hard.
Yes.
Let's get the other part clear.
But she's doing that because of the child. She's not gonna do that if that's just a random chick.
This title or nomenclature that we normally run around with, it's a made-up title and nomenclature that really does not exist. There is nothing such as side chick.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, there is nothing such as that.
So I want to now Sherry.
There is nothing such as that.
It's the other woman. The other woman.
Simple. Simple.
Oh, the other woman.
Listen, and whether you know about it or not, she is the other woman in the picture.
Oh.
Whether you know about it or not. You see, people try to coin the different thing and to make it look funny, to put cliche on it is. That reality you didn't wait. Because you know what?
I mean,
the life that we're living. Let me tell you today.
You a chick on the side. You a side chick.
The life that we're living. The life that we're living.
He ain't gonna take you out.
The life that we're living, that competition.
Usually does.
Whatever
at a place where you're not gonna be seen.
No,
that must have been his thought.
Will never be seen too. Exactly.
No, you're gonna go in a ducky spot. You're gonna go to that restaurant on a Wednesday. I'm sorry. Like what?
Go go there. Say the life. I want you to do that you thought.
Look, the life that we live in, that competition before you were born, before I was born, that lots of sperm cells, lots of semen that were running to that egg, they were in a competition that one hit that egg to secure you. So your whole life, my whole life, there will be competition until we die. The thing that you got, somebody want it. The thing that you want, somebody got it.
Well, who wants it? Nobody else wants it. Reality.
So here is the issue. Here is the issue. This issue that we think that, and I see most women making this mistake. Even when they get into a relationship or marriage, they lose track and they get comfortable. It's in itself a problem.
You're right about that.
Let me tell you something. It's in itself a problem. And you see, when we say some of these things, sometimes y'all want to insult us, y'all want to get this, y'all want to get that. But the truth of the matter is this: God will never, that's not God's responsibility to save your marriage. Don't let nobody fool you.
No, God.
God not in our business. Any person that tell you God will save your marriage, you know what you must do? You must work it out. It is your responsibility.
Yeah.
So when we come to this conversation, let's come to it realistically with open minds. We can't just reject everything and say, and the thing what the guy say, and they want to, and protect my relationship and side checking and take. No woman can take any man from you. That man left because he wanted to leave.
To go. Thank you.
I can already say that if you took him, if he go with you, not because you take him, it was because he didn't want to be there.
Nope. Exactly, 100%. I think we all can agree with that comment.
Steve. Putting on your shoulder,
but it's hard. What you're saying is the reality that is hard for people to understand and comprehend this day and time, because we've all been installed in our minds that it's not allowed, Steve. That my man, that one is my man.
Exactly. Somebody come and say, oh, that my man, Nobody man born them. Or man does not born him with your name written on him. Yeah. He is not your property. Stop giving yourself
temporary.
Oh, that my man.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Always be like, my man.
And there are so simple things. There are so simple things. Let me say this today. There are so simple things that can keep a man. There are some women that are married think that another woman took the husband from them.
What's that awesome now?
Yeah. Those simple things. Let me look.
You just gave us like 3.
The first one, I will say this, and maybe all the men on here will agree with me. We don't need love.
Oh,
you need respect.
No men need love.
Respect.
Well, I'm telling you today, the thing that you call love. The thing that you call love.
Dr. Phil, aka I like Moses.
No, listen. It's sounding funny. The thing that you call love, we call it respect or honor.
You need respect. You know that.
Absolutely. We don't need that. Let me tell you something. All that thing y'all can be wasting your time with, we're not attracted to love. The play will see respect. The play will see honor. And that respect is not necessarily you make food, you bring it yourself. It's not very restricted to that. Even the way you dress as a woman in public is a sign of respect of the men that you are with. You think when you're passing around doing tete contests and butt contests, you think we are interested in that? We're not interested in that. We're sexual.
I disagree.
No, I disagree.
Like a little
your attention, Allah.
Let me see now.
On a Friday night.
Let me end the statement.
On a Friday
night. Let me tell you something. I said the tete contest, the butt contest.
The message people have said.
The tete contest and the butt contest, we are attracted to that from a sexual standpoint. Now we are not attracted to it to keep you
for a long term. It's definitely temporary.
So let's see all that thing what we can be saying.
So he keeping you for a good time, not a long time.
All that thing what you can hear, my friend, we're not stupid. We know exactly who will keep, who will not keep.
All right. Are you saying that is it for you're showing the titty and butt outside or showing it to the man?
You showing the titty and butt outside. I said outside.
Oh, okay.
It's that competition. He said everybody wants to show it.
When you pass around and wear the food and minister bra and you bouncing around and you think you don't win nothing yet. You wasting your time.
Food the minister for me.
A food the minister. Because you passing around and you acting there to say, you're that kind of 16-year-old or 17-year-old. We just look at you, you're looking funny in the time you didn't even know. All we are expecting to do is to have sex. Once we are done, that's it.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah.
And guess what? Yes, another part that you guys miss. Guess what? When people sit with their friends and they see you that some men won't take you serious, the first thing they remind that man about who you are. Mm-hmm. And the play why I say most men are interested in honor and respect is the fact that man, when he tells his friend that woman you won't keep in your house, do you know what it means for your friend to come to your house to visit you, or for you to meet somewhere as a friend, and the other men know that man already slept with you?
Yeah, but then if a woman give a friend a warning, that means she's saying that she's jealous or something.
Yo, that how you see it because
Oh, but your man, okay. I
so
saw
he offer 3.
Watch it there, and
yeah.
He offer 3.
Okay, what are 3?
The
That
second
is- yeah.
one, the
Okay.
first one I said was honor or
Mhm.
respect.
Respect.
Mhm.
The first one, the second one is this. And that honor and respect is too big, right? Because it comes with even the way you challenge a man. The things some women say they're very. Let me tell you something. So many women that you see also passing around, dressing fun, speaking BB boy. They are abrasive, aggressive, and disrespectful to the men in the house.
Yeah.
Very rude. The men say one, you say five. Very argumentative. The men say two. Some of them can even, especially in America, they can get to the point where they can challenge men. They will challenge you because they know that you can do anything. You understand?
They like a little challenge.
Let me say this. You know, me and somebody were talking these few days. Me and one guy were talking these few days. And I could feel a man a man who been taken away from him. And the reason for that is I'm saying this because it's a dangerous place when you go that they don't understand. The thing, don't let any man get lost himself in you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Break it down. What do you mean lost himself in you?
Look, most men, we handle some of these things inside because we don't want to sound like punks. We don't want to sound like we're not men. But most of our men, we are abused. We are hurt. I'm saying that sound funny. We need take
you're just foolish.
We need to take advantage on different levels. For example, some of the things will sound funny to you. Most of our sisters, when you meet them, the very first thing, they were paying their phone bills. They were paying their rent. They were buying their hair. They were doing all of this. So you meet them. You have to take charge now. Now, if you don't take charge, the next thing they say to you,
you said some of these women, right?
Yes, you cheap.
Okay.
You can't spend on women. You can't do that. So my question I always ask myself is this, or I always ask some of my brothers who come up with these complaints this. What do they get in return? Please don't tell me that sex, because both of you can enjoy the sex. What do they give? What do they give in return? So not only that some of these men are abused emotionally, financially, they are also abused. And we take these things for joke. We take them for joke to the point that sometimes some men are even stressed because of the burden. Some of them, let me say this. Most men
but when it comes to burden and being stressed, I feel like men put more burden and stressfulness on women.
It's the men are doing good and they start talking about women.
Yes, because I don't want to agree.
Well, women depending on men.
And I just want to say this, Steve.
Go ahead, Howard.
But no, go. You finish your thought. Finish your thought, Steve.
So we'll get back to this because this all ties into the respect or the honor. Right? The second thing is this. You know, most women don't pay attention to this part, but I saw it in most of our mothers, the older generation. Right? I saw it in most of them. They understood how to get to a man's heart, such as I've heard people say, "Oh, and to get to a man's heart, that a fool, that you know, and just sleep with him, good, have sex, and they won't." That's not true. That is not true. Because the way I know that, because you can have sex with a man right now, and that man walks, leave that house right now, leave that house and then walk the street and see another woman, you turn around.
You think I try to say?
No. You understand? So I'm saying this to say, it is important for a woman to look for who that man honors in her life or who he loves. It's very important. I will say again, it's important to figure who that man loves or who he honors or cherishes in your life, whether that his grandma, that his mom, or that his pa. But here's the first thing some of our sisters can do. The first thing they do is that they come in that man's life. The person that man loves so much in his life, whether that his mom or his pa or whatever, you don't understand the connection between them. They decide to become a competition to that person.
Steve, I want to disagree on so many levels because no matter how you respect and you honor and you find out who they respect and you give them the same respect and you give them the same honor,
they don't mean shit.
They don't mean shit.
So you know what you did? You know what you've done? You know what you've done? You fought to honor that person, but you didn't even fight to do it the right way.
No.
You're waiting now.
No,
Why don't you hold men accountable? Why do you come on a
I
show
need you
and
to know that. Even
No,
with
man.
respect,
You are
even
doing
with
good ass
respect,
comment.
Listen now. You're listening. This is not listen now.
I want to hear the third one. So, and I wanted to wait and hear the third one first. Speak on it.
So here's the
I
thing.
think it's
Here's the
done
thing.
already.
Here's the
But he
thing.
said
That the second
respect
one.
and honor the person the man honors.
Yeah, that the second one. You're listening now. You see, listen. You know,
Okay,
even
the
when you
men
disagree
that
with
agree with
something,
you, more men agree with you. Keep going.
even when you agree with, even when, you know the way the reason why people have had conflicts is because even in a way to want to honor the person, because if let's say for example that person man, you know the first thing that will be in that person man head, you know the very first thing that will be in that person man head, they also think that they are in a competition with you.
Mm-hmm.
You see it? Look, let me tell you the friction between mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws and so forth. Most of the time, it stems from a competitional point. Because that mother is thinking in her heart that they may love the woman too much and they will take the attention from me. That's how you go about this. In the olden day, the people used to do that. That's why when you look at the Bible for most of the women that were selected by either the pa or the man for that person. Let me tell you how most women have made mistakes in our recent times. What they have done is they themselves have fought to honor that woman. No, don't do it that way. My honor as a pastor, you know how you should do it? Go through your husband, go through your boyfriend, go through your significant other to do it.
Mm-hmm. What a third one?
You understand it? Go through them. Don't do it yourself because you don't want to, you know, and even in marriage counseling or therapy, one of the things we advise people to do is this: don't your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, then don't have too much of a close connection with them. Draw lines. It's very important. Draw lines. It's critically important. Set boundaries. You want to do anything you want to do to the son or the daughter. So let's say if Corinne wants to send a message to her husband parents, or she wants to do something for her husband parents, and so forth, pass it through your husband. Communications, pass it through your husband because I hate family. You don't want to seem like you know what I mean. All these small different things. But time will come, we'll talk about it in detail. Here's the last.
There's not how to be a web seminar. I'm begging you. Because you can't, you go, oh, being here is who, what we should be doing. What we
I want to hear the third one. I'm waiting to hear the number three.
No, and that's
third
what
one.
you do.
Me practicing that. The orange you wear to up in the season, but for see,
We always orange right here, man. Tell the third one.
I tell you what you do the key SB then vague. Okay.
I don't want SB. I beg you. I want you. So when you come, they show be praying to God for European men. I don't want be praying for.
Hello, woman. She's looking for European men.
I will never pray to God for any woman to find a man, for any man to find a woman.
But excuse me, Steve. Let me talk to the guys that are leaving. When y'all come here, some women talking to y'all, when we get a man, y'all have to come and disagree and agree with the man. Not go running to go smoke a cigar in your Hennessy, Ama.
That one hate on Steve.
Well,
No,
they always tell us it's a one.
So
No, they sometimes tell us it's a one-sided conversation. Now we have a male's perspective. Y'all don't leave. Let's have the conversation.
and Steve, go ahead with your third one.
And
We're still with this, Steve.
the last one is try not to restrict your relationship to support. Be your helpmeet.
It means shit.
Listen now.
Go ahead.
Try not to restrict the relationship to be to support. Be a helpmeet.
Mm-hmm.
That's
why you were created according to the Bible. You are helpmeet.
Yes.
But most people don't see it that way. So I tell one, you know what, and it comes back to the fact that some people only restrict their relationship to support. Being a help means you yourself you should prepare yourself. Because when you're in a relationship, don't forget what you said.
Don't forget what I said.
Your relationship.
That's good English.
Steve, everything you spoke just now. That good English.
Most of the time when we get into a relationship, you know what to do?
But
you know what to do? You know what to do? Most of our sisters get into a relationship, they become complacent and forget about themselves. Everything is about the man. So to the point that even when a man is getting a doctorate degree, the thing that they're there to only take care of the children.
Nala.
That's not all.
Steve,
That's not all.
Exactly. So you see,
everything you said, Steve, it sounds great. That
On
good
paper.
English.
On paper.
Great English.
Yeah,
That
agree.
great English. But I don't care how much you respect a man, how much you put the family there too, how much you support him to be the helpmate, how much you don't forget about it, say you still stay on top. When
Pira.
you want to go next door and cheat,
And they
still
take your
gonna do
clothes
that.
and wipe that behind with
They're
it.
still gonna do it. When I
And
want to
this-
step out, no matter what you do, all the three things you said sound so good, but
Yeah.
it do not keep a man. It don't make a man happy. I 100% will tell you,
You're never
it do
satisfied.
not make a man happy. 100%. Did I repeat
Vanessa,
myself?
what's your thoughts?
It do not. It will not make a man happy.
It
I don't
won't.
care how much you respect him. He will never be happy.
I
I don't care how much you support him and his family.
Fire coming out Moses more making you.
so
But
let me
I'm
say
a
this.
drink to that.
I
me
agree
say
with her
this.
110%.
Let me say this, friends. Let me say this. Let me say this to our listeners.
And more.
Let me say this. Let me say the one part. You know, one of the mistakes we've always made is all women think that marriage. Some
All
women.
women?
Let me not use the word all. Some
Don't
women.
use the word all.
Some women. Most women think two ways. The first way is relationship must enter marriage.
You don't need to.
It will not. In most cases, it doesn't. The second part about it also is some women think and believe that when you are married, your husband, when you do what you're supposed to do, it will prevent him from seeing another woman. That ain't true. You're working from reality. Cheating
That's
all the way. Oh, yeah.
I knew you just want to say that.
Speak for the women that you know, because not all women thinking like that.
People, let me tell you
definitely
something. If
not
that's what we
naive.
discuss among ourselves, I need you to hear most of you. You're not in women's conversation because I think for a woman to think naively to be like, oh,
We're not
I'm
naive.
gonna be perfect. I'm gonna do everything you need. First of all, what is everything? What are you gonna do that will please
What
him?
the
You
hell
don't
is
know
perfect?
everything.
What the hell is perfect?
But there's no
perfect?
but there's no pleasing no individual. Just how there's nothing that a man can do that's gonna 100% please a woman. There's
And a
no
woman that think like that, they are low-minded. They don't think for
You can
themselves.
ne-
They
you
think
can
because
never please
they're
human
not
being.
realistic. But okay.
You can never please a human being.
And one of the biggest crimes I've heard many people cry about, fight about, argue about, leave relationships about, walk away from marriages and other things that they've built over years is the person cheated. You are wasting your time.
Don't leave for that.
Let me say it to you today. In fact, let me say it to you today. Let me say it to any woman who decides to leave because of cheating. Let me say it today. I want to be on the record for it. The player you going to cheat on you.
Cheat on you too. Right.
Why you had to say it with emphasis?
But most, I think a lot of women know this already.
Because
Because if they know it, you'll start wasting your time.
I feel like at this point you're contradicting yourself. Pause. Hold on, Moses. You're contradicting yourself. Because if they're gonna cheat anyways, if the next man's gonna cheat, then why would I go above and beyond to do all this stuff, right? If they're still not gonna be satisfied anyways. So what a point of giving advice?
Then I'm gonna apply minimum effort.
Yes,
So
I'm gonna do the bare minimum.
That's the next stage of life.
The bare minimum. Okay.
Here's the thing. That's a very good question, Karina. The scene we have somebody will ask and say, I will not do married thing for my boyfriend. You are not doing what you are doing because of that man, or you stopping him from cheating, or you are stopping you to be a good man, to be committed. That's not why you are doing that. You are doing that because that's who you are. And if this is not who you are, then that's not who you are. Who told you people live the kind of lifestyle because they want to prevent somebody or change somebody in their life? And this is the notion we come with in relationship. We come in with change the person, and the person will automatically suit what we want. And it doesn't work. And so then we get frustrated, we get overwhelmed, we return to who we were. So as we always say, Do your
I want to
own.
speak on critical thinker. Critical
Please
thinker,
tell
you're afraid of
Roxanne,
women
hold
that
on,
speak
hold on.
up.
Roxanne, Vanessa, please tell them you talk back.
Wait. You're
We
afraid
talk
of women
about.
that speak up. That's another problem.
I'm trying to be a respectful person
Y'all
and
afraid of
let
women
you
that
get
speak
it
up.
up.
Y'all,
Because
men
if
are
you
so
think
intimidated by
right,
women that speak up.
if you think
If
I'm one
there's
of the
a woman
women I
sitting in the
can,
corner and you're telling
right.
the woman to go work, y'all go cook the food and come sit down. Those
Yeah.
days are over.
If
We're
critical
gonna
think,
speak
if
up.
critical thinker made that
Then
comment to
over.
think that Roxanne and Vanessa are two people that don't talk, you got it messed up.
You got it messed up, and
I'm
then that's
listening
what
to
you're looking
Steve
for. You
talk.
better go get a little dumb that would just sit aside
Yeah.
and say, okay, no, we
Steve
don't do
is
that
a
around here. We're gonna
representative of
speak
the
up.
male.
Oh, well, hi up.
No,
You're thinking that's what the man meant. He could have
That's
meant
why he
the
mad because you know I'm
woman.
talking.
Man.
Hold on. Y'all should have asked him to clarify because he could have just simply be adoring
No,
Roxanne Vanessa.
Most of them that
Quiet.
ask him to clarify a critical thinker.
he's looking for a quiet woman. He's looking for a quiet
Yeah,
woman.
who told you Roxanne quiet? Roxanne not quiet.
But I
Far,
want to tell you, they
far,
talk
far
back.
from it. Far from it.
And Vanessa not quiet either.
They're just not talking at the moment, but they talk back.
But with that
I'm
being
listening
said,
to him. I'm listening
with
to him.
that being said, Steve, what you're saying, a lot of women, I want you to know that most of the things you're saying, we know.
Yeah.
Like we know. You can't change nobody. If you come into a relationship with that mindset, first of all, you can want to change yourself. I need you to know you can change your mindset, you can change your own thought process, but you cannot control and change the next person. And that's where a lot of us fall flat on our face because you marry. You say, oh, they want to make a drink. By the time we get married, he'll stop drinking. Says, who told you that? He's going to get more comfortable because now he don't got to go look for his liquor. All he got to do is sit at his table and say, oh, please give me my liquor. Like, no, you're not going to change nobody. So we already know that. Well,
No. Exactly what we said.
like I said, we know these people, we know these men. These men, well, there's no mind thinking. I'm sorry that we
We can
speak up
read.
on here.
But critical thinker, Hawa is on fire today, and Jennifer is on fire. So when we getting words in, we gotta let them go.
Well,
No, man,
well, I think
because we are passionate about this thing. Because I'm not disputing what Steve is saying. I agree with what Steve is saying. I'm just saying in the end, nobody's gonna. These people, I can't wait to you flip backwards. You're not flipping backwards. You be submissive. You're not be submissive. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm agreeing with. They're gonna do what they want to do.
But that's
Now,
anybody. That's anybody.
Men like those harsh women. From
I
from,
said
from
I
what
should
I've
all the
noticed,
time.
they
Men
Nobody
like
believe me.
they pretend that they're so uncomfortable,
That's it,
but
I
they
don't
like that
talk
stuff.
nothing.
They like
Men
what?
love
They like
toxic
what?
masculinity. Yes, they do.
Yes,
They
they
like
do.
what?
no. Can you say
So
some
I
men?
do.
people, you want a woman to just sit and be quiet? What's
Can you
the
say some men?
what's it saying?
Okay,
You
I,
say
I
Hey,
will
I
take
heard.
that.
yes.
Wait
take
a
that
minute
back.
now. Wait a
Some
minute now.
men.
Muslim, when you can't your place, they must say some. But when you
No,
are
I changed.
when you are
No,
killing
I
us,
take it back.
no,
I
I
take
took
it
it back
back.
and I retracted it and
I
I
take
couldn't
it
find
back.
it. I said some.
Some men like
Love disrespectful women. Yes, they do.
they like women talking back. They like women telling them about themselves, and they pretend like they feel so disrespected. It's a lie. They're doing it so they can get under your little.
And you know
I
what?
feel
And then
like
when you're too
Yeah.
quiet, they say you
Yeah.
don't care.
You don't
Yeah.
care.
You don't care because you don't speak
Yeah,
up. Oh, you're
so
not.
Well, let me.
But some of those men, those loud, those kind of women, kind of like remind them of their mother. So they kind of like someone that will be yelling at them and be disrespectful to them. It turns
Yeah.
someone on. Not all men, but some men.
Meanwhile,
Like,
Kevin,
they do. They exist.
So I think it stemmed from the fact that we are all humans and we have different things that we
You
like.
see?
Right?
Hey, you see so?
We are individually different, right? People are attracted to different things based on the knowledge, the experiences, and so forth, right? And we all can agree to that. Some women are
Thomas, I agree with you, Thomas.
some women are attracted to tall men, light-skinned men. Some women are attracted to dark-skinned men. Some women like quiet men. Some women like a man who is either talkative or macho, however you want to term it as. So this particular part of it comes in an individual difference form, right? But I will say this. I will say this from a foundational standpoint. It is not healthy, whether for the relationship, whether for your children, whether for both of you, especially in the country that we live in, to have so much of an argument, fights. I've heard, can you imagine? I've heard some women say, when the president beat me, they don't love me. I've heard that. And it's happening. It's happening.
I've heard it too.
It's happening in our town. And you know what's interesting? These people are violated. And you know where they go and judge the cases? To the church.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Right.
And again, I'm not trying to stigmatize the church or anyone. Some churches keep that to the point that, look, I feel so infuriated. I feel so pissed off that they will know that that man has taken that abuse from that woman and carry on to the children, to the point that some of these men that in there with the women will sit down there and say, I don't want to lose my man when we call the police, and the people who carry the man, the poor country.
It's happening.
It's saddening. It's sickening. You stay in front of the children, you fight each other, you beat each other. The children are watching you.
And you wonder when the child get older why he puts slap me. It's a learned behavior.
Here's a question I want to throw on you, Winnie, because you have been batching us the men. I want to ask this question.
No, we do not.
No, wait.
We have not bashed. We were.
That
was our rebuttal to what you were saying. Because
I will take it back.
Which one? Because who put his slap in my ear now? What's I worry about?
I will take it back. I'll take it back.
Yeah,
You're not been bashing us. You're being hard on us. You're being critical of us.
Just like you guys are with us.
Critical of women.
So here's my question to you. And this might not be applicable to you guys, but if you know anything, if you heard of anything, you can answer in this context. What do men say to the woman that they just came from beating, insulting, punching? For that same woman to go and sleep with them, what do they say to them?
I don't understand why they would go sleep with them.
No,
they will say that's how they show you love, and they're sorry. They will tell you sorry, and they will tell you that you the one caused it. Because you acted a certain type of way, and you did this and you did that, and you acted, and then the woman is
on you.
That she felt like she was the one that did that. But me, I'll make it very clear. The team that put my partner do to me, my partner be me. Now you would be me, big.
Yeah. But Moses, I feel like that's an awkward relationship. It's like that's like people that cuss at each other, right? You not cost me the F bonded. So what's the other conversation now?
Yeah.
Like what we talking about?
Some people that's romance.
Ew, no, it's not. It's not. But I want to just reiterate She's comment that says you cannot change a person, but you could tell them how you prefer to be treated from the beginning of the relationship. I have heard of situations where
you can tell that, but if that person has not started implementing those things, making an effort to implement them prior to,
and you don't like. Let me just add that with time, people get familiar.
Yeah,
of course.
So even if you was putting your foot down, at a certain point, either that one person gonna get tired of speaking up, or they're just gonna get too damn comfortable.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
even if you tell them from the get-go.
Yeah,
because that shit happens in friendship as well. So if you say, "Oh, I want my friends to
be," but if the person is making effort to implement it, that don't mean a damn thing.
Nope.
But Steve, when they say men got drafted, that's where men got drafted. When the question you ask, as far as what happens next, how do you go sleep with that person? Because they come back with that same story. Sorry, that me are wrong. Sorry, and then
it's not only just for putting their hands on you, for cheating on you too.
Yeah, and we're so quick as women to forgive these men more than we are with our own friends. Like they quickly forgive the men for doing such a horrible things to them. Then they will somebody that just stop talking to them for whatever reason.
Yeah, I always said this. I always said this.
It's really crazy.
Your friend don't give you what the
man, with the woman over the man.
Oh, I hate that. Right. I hate that. Especially when you don't know the woman.
Yes.
Like
and still be mad.
Yes.
Look, you know the other day
and people will say, "Oh, because we don't have what they have between their legs." It's more than that, y'all. It's more than that.
The other day I was.
How it's true. You don't have it to give it to me.
The other day I sat down by myself and I thought about how the other time I came on the show, and every time I come on the show, I can always say, you know, some women or most women undermine women's interests, especially in our country. And I saw another side of it. You remember here when I told you, say that case where the white guy and something, he got pissed off and felt like something needed to be done. I told you, I said nothing was going to that.
No, that was Jennifer and Hawa. I agreed with you, Steve.
Okay, yes. So going forward, also, going forward, also, it continues in our country when you see women, right? Regardless of the situation, you see women sit down, and one man decide to insult, or man do something to them. They don't insult the male.
Yeah, the woman.
Insult the man power. They insult women because of that woman wrong there, that man wrong there. The person, the Prophet Key, decided to insult women. You listen, but here's a catch. Another woman takes him to court, not only for insult, but for character, for defamation, for label and all of that, right? Women rally around, collect money to free him.
That's a disgrace.
And I'm supposed to wait. You know the one. To be honest with you, I'm not mad, but I'm thinking in my head. Okay, so women support men that can insult another woman. Okay, I see where this is going. So that means basically when women are insulted or violated, then nobody should say anything about it. Let everybody
No.
This is a problem.
No.
This is a serious problem. And
I agree.
People should not suffer the consequences of other people's actions.
Exactly.
Can I just say something? Prophet Key said something the last time. Reverend Dr. Richardson asked him a question and said that most of the arguments you get into, they're not with women. They are with men bashing you, talking about you. But you seem to only curse at their mothers. And he said something that was really disturbing. He said he goes for who they really love. And pretty much the man really like his mom. He really like his wife. So she said, but wait now, why you can't cuss the same person that cussing at you? If I'm his reason for always insulting women is outrageous. So for these women to come together to support him is that you're supporting the fact that he is cussing, and this man don't use no little cuss. Like he is so descriptive, like he is so disgusting. How can you be supporting this man? But I want to say something based on what you said, Steve. When a man and woman are cut together, most of the time, women, we go for the woman. We don't deal with the fact that this man, right? I said most of the time because some of us I ain't fighting nobody for no man. He need to be fought for. You can have him. He's yours. Matter of fact, he's for the community. Go. But
bye.
He's for the streets. Go. But most time the women, they bash the women instead of dealing with the man who's bringing this disgrace to them. So this Prophet Key thing just tell you they agree with what he's been doing. Instead of dealing with him, they're not supporting him. What is wrong with us? This mindset of support, we're so in tune with this mindset. We're going to support. Sometimes we put our support places that don't belong.
So the thing what you said, and I really want you to take notice on it. You don't ever see another man really come out in public before and cause another man becoming a woman.
We women we do it a lot.
You know how we not do it? You know how we not do that? You know how we not do that? In most cases, we'll walk away silently because of our
it's shameful to your pride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they said some people around here can add that man. They don't fight. They don't.
So the thing about it is this: I see some people cut speech. I see some people, they cut speech from their friends, and some people won't kill the other person. They go to witchcraft, and the other person they won't kill another woman. They want to do. Let me say this: you know what some men can sit and do? They in there laugh. You know why we're gonna do that? In most cases, because some women do not push women's agenda. If women were just pushing women's agenda, most of the problems we have, we wouldn't have them. I'll be very honest with you here. Most of the problems we have, we wouldn't have them. Imagine one woman paying another woman to cost another woman. Think about that.
Yeah,
But
and that's what I do.
When you go to the bathroom as a woman, the same thing the other person get, the same thing you got though.
Yeah.
You
On the
understand?
shows. On the show, they give offering to the pastor to cuss other women. You're right.
It
But-
goes
but-
back.
Wait. You said pastor cost?
It goes
No,
back.
she called herself a pastor. What a woman is.
Who is a pastor?
Who you talking about?
Charlotte Roberts.
She
Charlotte
has-
Roberts calls
Well,
herself.
anybody who calls a pastor, something got to be seriously wrong with you. You're not a Christian. Or
Wait, she a pastor or mother?
Or the mother. She calls herself the mother. So they're paying her to cuss other women. They come on there and she encouraged, and she's part of the cussing. Like you pay her, you give her offering to bring your other sister down, and all of y'all jump on that person and cuss at that person. What is it doing? But I want to respond to a Liberian historian that said that even if we make mistake, are we still for the streets? Cheating is not a mistake. Disrespect is not a mistake. Okay? It's something that you eat.
But it depends too, because if they're apologetic about it and
But
I'm
Karina,
not saying like a
how is it a mistake?
no, I'm not saying a continuous thing. We all make mistakes. Come on, don't do that.
How is that a mistake?
You consider cheating to be a mistake?
Yeah, to go and go sleep with somebody else, that's a mistake.
We talked about this before.
It was in the moment. You're enjoying yourself, but it was not a mistake. You regret your decision, but there was no mistake about it.
No, there's so many can be mistake.
It
You
can be
regret.
Can be mistake.
mistake.
Guys,
Yeah.
mistakes happen all the time.
You
the way I saw
regret
it-
your decision. It was not a mistake for you to take off your clothes and sleep with
I
someone.
talk about the plan cheating versus that I met you at the bar. We're in another state. I met you at the
Exactly.
bar, and quickly we had sex.
But
That's
once
not a
you
mistake.
continue
It's
to
a-
do it, yeah.
It's a curiosity.
Hold on, what do you define as a mistake, Hawa?
What do you
It's
want
a
as a
curiosity.
mistake?
What do you define as a mistake?
Let's
You the
go
one
to
that
the- let's go
disagreed.
to the definition.
No, we don't do that. You
don't do
explain
that.
No,
your
no,
mind.
we
How
need
you
to do
understand it?
Karina,
No,
I just gave my
no.
example. Karina, give yours.
Give an example because the
I don't want to give
definition
an
of
example. I
no,
want the definition.
no, because the
No.
way you understand
No,
You know
it.
when you meet the guy in the bar? Let me just give an example. You meet the guy in the bar.
Plan
Jennifer.
cheating is
The-
different.
There is no such thing as cheating, sir.
Plan
You-
cheating versus
You meet the guy in the back in the bar.
Guys,
You're curious.
the
You're
definition-
curious. Okay, it's curiosity. The excitement of being curious leads you to there. You're not making a mistake. You want to
Listen.
experience that excitement.
listen. The definition of a mistake is an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong. Cheating
It was
is
never misguided. You had an intention to
It
be
was
curious.
not misguided. As well as it also says in that same
action.
no, as well as
action.
in that
it could be a mistake.
same definition, it
We're
says
not going to that somewhere.
inexperience. So
Cheating
are
is
you
an action
inexperienced?
that
Are you
is wrong.
inexperienced when you go fuck? You're not inexperienced, so you know what you're doing.
No.
Karina,
But cheating
Karina,
is
super
an
amount.
action.
No,
Cheating
no,
is an action.
it's not a mistake.
You
It's
cannot
wrong.
mistakenly cheat. I'm
Cheating
sorry.
is a mistake. It's a
You can't mistakenly cheat. Don't even
Hold
talk
on,
about
hold on,
what
hold
I
on.
want to.
Cheating is an action that is wrong.
You don't
So, yes,
mistakenly have
you
sex
can
with
cheat.
somebody
That is
else.
a mistake.
You can
Now,
mistakenly
when it
do it.
becomes
You cannot
habitual,
mistakenly do
when
it.
it
You
becomes
can mistakenly do
habitual,
it.
that's
What
different.
No.
When it becomes
Mistakenly
habitual, that's
I'm
different.
just taking
Now,
it off
it's
my
no
car
longer-
down the road.
No. And
You can mistakenly do it.
Sir,
Karina, we have seen
Karina, please, I beg you to
certain
that.
situations where as soon as that mistake
I stay with
happens,
Karina. We can
once
mistakenly
they
do
wake
it.
up, the liquor is clear from the system. They come to their partner and they talk that shit. That's a mistake. But
They
when you
talk
say
They talk what?
That's a curiosity.
okay,
They talk what?
you talking, you say I went to the Vegas
Your partner
station
like
and I
this?
did it.
Your partner a priest? Your partner a priest?
Women, it's not. No, I'm not saying it's just men. I'm not saying
You
no.
want to get wet?
No, Steve, it's not
listen,
limited,
no.
Steve.
We're not
It's
having
not
that
limited to men.
conversation. Don't score the
But
point.
SB, if you're not agree with
Actually,
Karina,
what's
ask
the
you why.
answer there?
Jennifer,
I'm
Jennifer.
sorry. Can I please make my
Yeah.
point? Can I please make my point?
Yes,
Go ahead,
Karina.
Go ahead.
What I'm
I'm
trying
here
to
to back
say
you
is,
up, sis.
no,
Bye,
seriously.
Jennifer.
No, what I'm trying to say is, I, based on the definition, is an action that's something that you've done. But when when it becomes habitual, then that's a different conversation. Then you can put people in a category to say, oh, this person is a dog, because now they're not, it's no longer, or is something that I've done as a mistake, is a habitual thing that's become part of their, like, their attitude and like their core behavior. So I think that there is a difference there. We just defined it.
Can you
I
please give a
think that
scenario of
if,
how
if
one
your
can
if your
mistakenly
partner do not have the person's phone number in their phone, they haven't been chatting, they haven't decided what hotel they're gonna meet in, and that's a whole planned situation. I'm talking about a quick in the moment type of thing. That's what I'm referencing when I say
Curiosity.
Karina, could you
You're
please give a
curious, and that's
scenario,
what carry you. That's
You
what
are
carry
not
you.
making a mistake. You
That's
are
what carry you there.
curious.
So
You
what
are
is a
It was a
mistake?
heat. It was a heat
No,
of
no,
emotion.
I want you to please give a scenario of how one can mistakenly cheat. That's just
Mistakenly slip and fall on somebody's penis. Go ahead, please tell me.
You
Yeah,
give me a scenario.
we didn't say. Excuse me. I don't think I'm hearing KD say mistakenly cheat. I'm saying
She
that
did. She
you
did.
realize
She did.
That way you
She
do
did.
it.
no, we're not saying you mistakenly cheat. We're saying
But she
that
did.
She
in the
did.
act of a moment, you made a wrong decision.
You did something wrong. Yes. You did
You guys are
something
not hearing
wrong.
it.
If you slept with somebody, you did something wrong. That is the definition of a mistake.
Thank
If
you.
you
Not a
continuously
mistake.
doing
You
it,
regret
it
it. You
becomes a
regret it.
habitual behavior.
So if you knowingly doing this,
There's a difference
it was
between
probably
cheater and
considered a
cheater.
mistake.
There's a
Did you not just
difference
hear what I
between
said,
cheater and
Roxanne?
cheater.
I
You're not
said
listening.
in
You're
the
not
spur of a moment.
That's true.
I did not plan
It's
to
a
come and
mistake.
I did not plan to come and
think
hang out with
that's one.
Steve.
Uh-huh.
I did not plan to hang out with Steve today. I met Steve in a basement party and we
Okay.
were interacting. We were in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I can wake up from that and realize, oh shit, I made a mistake. Versus me say, hey Steve, hey Jennifer, I'm coming to PA. All right, let's meet up. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Jennifer,
You like
excuse me.
English?
SB, let me talk. SB, I want to be taught of that.
Are you English?
You said when and where?
In the best,
In the basement.
in the bathroom, in the basement.
In the bathroom basement too.
Oh, God.
No,
The
no,
basement
That
bathroom,
was
I mean. The
no
basement
no,
bathroom.
no. One thing was said
Whoa,
about raw
Jennifer.
conversation were real. We give
Yes, we are.
definition, and I'm not limiting it to a man. That's why I use myself in the example. You good people can do stupid things and you make a mistake. And that's why I'm backing up KD when I say it is a mistake. You wake up for it. You didn't plan
And you
to
check
do
your
it. You
action.
didn't drive an hour.
You regretted it. You regretted
Your
it.
actions after
Because you
that.
regret it. Because you regret it. That's why.
Whatever. We've
Of
all
course,
made
You
mistakes.
regret
it's not
it.
when you sin against
Regret
God.
it, but you still
and
did
go ask
wrong.
God
You
for
still did
for
wrong.
his
You still
forgiveness.
did wrong.
You're annoying.
No, it's a no. To me,
first of
you
all,
can go through the same whole action of having sex the whole time. You're not thinking, "Oh, this is a mistake." You're enjoying yourself.
so first of all,
Just
no,
how you are.
No,
First of all, I don't care how drunk you are. We all
how
have
drunk you
to.
are, whatever. You know what you're
You
doing.
gotta stop that.
Yes,
Ted.
you
Don't
do.
use a
Because you're
drunk
in your
word.
head the whole
Sometimes I
time.
met you.
The whole time you're in your head.
I'm so surprised at y'all right now.
You don't have
we
to be
surprised at
surprised,
you.
Ma.
Hold on. That
You
you
don't have
have
to be surprised.
never gone to say, God, I made a mistake. I did.
I'm not gonna compare cheating.
I have never
to
known
those
that.
Here
That
we
would
go.
not-
Here we go.
Thank
Why
you,
not-
Liberia.
why not-
Thank you,
Yeah, just
Liberia.
a story on my Thomas.
Critical.
Okay, me, I can go.
Critical.
I
That's
can
critical.
go because
Go.
No.
you won't hear your confession there. You will not make mistake. You tell how you made a mistake.
Okay. It's not a confession. We're being real.
That's
Okay, so
hypocritical.
let's be real.
And
Let's start with
that's why I
Karina.
said it's not limited to a man. You
Let's
can
start
make a
with Karina.
mistake as a woman. None of us are perfect. You can make a mistake and you realize your mistake and how you decide
So put
to
on
act
the
upon it.
I mean,
What?
put on the show. Yeah.
See,
Oh, they are making mistake. We get you now. We get you today.
Okay,
So who wanna make
but-
mistake? Sunday or tomorrow, who wanna make mistake?
no, but y'all put librarian historian comment there. We're just being real. This is life.
But to be honest, some of these things happen, right? Based on different circumstances, right?
No, I didn't say it can't happen. Me, I said things can happen, but me, I'm not
And
thinking
you know,
I'm mistaken.
and you know, in the past, some people have been caught into that or have done that more than once.
You
right?
fall into temptation. You fall into temptation.
more than one
Why
time.
you did it? You made a mistake.
No, Steve,
You clearly missed my point.
you missed a point.
You clearly
No.
missed my
Oh
point.
no, repetitive behavior is okay because
You-
that's become
you
habitual. So
forgot
that's
the point that I
okay.
said. If it becomes habitual, then we're no longer having a
A
conversation of
repetitive behavior is not a mistake.
no, but you're trying to combine. You're trying to combine cheat like something that happens one time where the person's action can come back and change everything compared to something they're continuously doing. So I think you missed my point. You did.
But
I
as me, you always agree with Karina, so no question about that.
But with that being said, I do not believe that cheating is a mistake. I don't fall and slip.
I
and-
agree with
I don't fall
Liberian
down and slip
historian.
on ice and be like, oh, I just slipped on the ice and I'm up now. I
That's a
mistakenly
That's a nice one.
I mistakenly broke this glass just now.
In fact,
That's a mistake.
in
That's
fact,
a mistake. I
That's a
tried to
mistake.
my mistake. No,
in fact,
I had
you
time.
agree with me.
I had time to kiss. I had time to take up my pants. I had time to think twice about it. I had time to put my foot in there. I had time to come. I had time to make sure you come too. Shit, that shit ain't no mistake.
Thank you, Hawa. Thank you, Hawa.
Thank you.
Steve, I just want to tell you, thank you, Hawa. That's what I think. That's what I said. That's what I said. You had time to do all of that, and the mistake part didn't come to you.
Ain't cracking your head still.
Okay,
Excuse me.
thank you.
You don't come in for a
I
second.
got a question for you now.
I didn't say nothing about
but
Tommy.
people-
Did I say it one more time?
I got a question for you.
I'm sorry about it. So
Karina. Not
I
something
got
that you
question
do.
for you.
you and I could go back
Hawa,
and
Hawa,
I got
let's
question for
ask
you.
a question.
I got
I
a
know
question
I said
for
it one more time.
you. So the mistake they say that you're talking about. Here's my question for you. The mistake baby you're talking about. Can you also have a mistake, baby?
Right.
Hmm.
Yes.
No, me, I'm asking your question now.
Who you asking?
I just went to the website. I
I
don't care what you're saying. I
You
just
are
went to the
came in a woman and the woman had a
website to find
baby.
what a
No,
mistake
I'm asking
is.
you now. Can you? I agree with what Karina said. I agree with your own point too because everybody has a valid point.
You agree with me in the basement?
Yes, no. No, Jennifer, don't bring noise here. Oh. You answer my question. Now. Can you have a
Don't
mistake?
you love this show, Steve?
No. Steve,
Because I've heard
no.
Because I've
No.
heard that when the relationship is over, I've heard some women say, you know, it was a mistake, and you know, it
Oh,
was
the
just a
child
mistake.
They're just hurt. They're just hurt. That hurt conversations. They're hurt.
So is it possible to have a mistake babies?
Yes.
No, I'm saying to you, if a woman say that, she's just saying it from a place of hurt. Like she's hurt. That's why she's saying it. But no, you had time, 9 months. You had a decision to make. Okay? You had to carry that baby. You had to feed that baby in your stomach.
More than
I
that.
mean, I beg you.
No.
You had time to develop that baby.
Our alcohols are the best.
So no, having a baby
You
is
had
not
a next one of the tip money after pills.
what happens is that women will regret it later on and make that comment as far as when they're upset. It's an anger conversation. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
So does that, can I ask you this question too? In most cases, do women initiate?
I'm done with you.
do
SB
women
have
initiate
agreed
sexual-
with Karina in only one
Okay,
circle.
yeah, my question.
Go
Do women
ahead.
initiate sexual activities?
Can you what?
Do women, in most cases, initiate sexual activities?
It
Yes.
depends on the partner. I would say
No, I
yes.
say in most cases, did that partner too?
In most cases, I say no.
I would say
Yes.
no.
I
Who
see.
say yes?
Especially wait.
Wait, how
He
wait.
said the word. He said the word most though.
So
No, I'm
can
not
you
saying
say
all.
no?
I'm saying like women.
Let hear yourself, friend. Let hear a yes or no friend. I'm gonna beg you. Let's do one at a time. Why you understand? No or
Yes.
yes?
I say no.
Somebody say
saying
yes. Okay.
No.
Who that is?
I
Mine
no.
according to my knowledge.
Okay.
No.
That's
So-
what English.
So
That's
then
English.
Let me challenge you now on your reasoning though, because you see, these things are very important for us to have this conversation because people have it consciously or unconsciously, right? So the question becomes now, when a man pushes his way through, and you consider it as rape.
Mm-hmm.
So does the issue of sexual activity solely rely on the woman's agreement?
100%.
Yeah.
So does that mean that you initiate sexual activities?
No, we do not.
I just said yes, we do.
Can we not have one the mama leave it on your side? Relax.
No, we do not.
You
You can be in agreement with the act, but that don't mean that you initiated
terms of agreement.
You can be in agreement with the act, but that don't mean that you initiated it. That's that men would say, why is it I don't want to start it first? Maybe I'm not thinking about it at this moment, you are. But I don't mean that, like, I don't want it. So you initiated it. I'm just saying to you, when you say women initiate, it's the opposite. No, we don't. Steve has come on this show many times and said that us Liberian women do not initiate. We always wait for the men to come.
R.A.W, relax. We'll get
You're not saying we never let her, and we let the men can do the work.
No. Karina, what you say? What you say? I agree with you. What you say?
Let her talk, because they have said it to us. Not only are we dating, but we don't initiate.
But you're mixing. He just asked a simple question. When it comes to sexual activities, do women initiate? I agree. I think so.
Why do you think so, though?
Not all the time, but most times.
He didn't say don't say all the time. He said you must just answer yes or no.
Yes or no. He said most.
Well, I already said yes, and he said why.
Okay.
So why do you think so, Karina?
Because when a man or woman here, first of all, they're having a conversation just by touching a man or certain things that you're saying, you are communicating that I like where this is going.
No.
And you're initiating sexual activity.
I disagree.
First of all, Karina, you need to get your head out of the
Yeah, you know
that is not true.
Other women there.
You want to
Karina, so what happened when you're laying down sleeping? So when you're sleeping,
for the married folk that hear Vanessa, Howard, Jennifer, Faith, I'm not speaking on your behalf. I'm speaking about the majority of women are out there. Yes, women initiate sex sometimes.
But he didn't say sometimes.
Nobody said they don't initiate sometimes.
He didn't say we don't. He said most.
I experience a yes or no.
He said most.
No, I said we'll come out to the explanation part. I don't want to hear that. So we men most of the time we're attracted or carried away by what we see, and women can send up subliminal messages, whether intentional or not, from a sexual standpoint, based on the way you dress, based on the way you act.
You're just easily turned on. That's all.
No, not easy to turn on business. It just what we see is what we're attracted to, mama.
Yeah, we could be in a big pajama, big t-shirt, and a bonnet, and y'all will still want it. So bye.
But the big pajama pants is showing party goals.
That means nothing.
Okay. Well,
it can be here worse, and y'all will still want it, so it don't matter.
No, because I think the reason why most of us on here would say that women do not initiate, because a lot of men complain about that the men always have to take the lead, the men always have to initiate sex, especially Liberian women. I will be very specific, especially Liberian women. We are told that we do not initiate, even though some of us feel like we do.
But then y'all can be that y'all soon what they call, then y'all can get what they call and just sit and be happy with, because I mean y'all can be acting your hands on it, but then they got Venezuela. So crooks.
but if you let me tell you something, it also depends on your partner. If you genuinely enjoy sex with your partner, you're gonna initiate no matter when, how, where, it's gonna happen. Okay, so that what she said? You wear lapa around the house and also
Jennifer said she can wear lapa around the home. Okay.
So sometimes it don't even matter, but most of the time men will say that women will let the men come on first, you know. But tonight's topic has deviated. We didn't have this topic in mind at all, but it's been a great show. It's 10:20. You know, I got work in the morning. It's been fun, but we gotta go.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to be here with you guys.
Steve, as always, we appreciate you.
Steve,
as
what is the
always.
closing argument?
What's it close? What's the final statement?
The final statement here is, first thing first, cheating is older than every one of us, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Oh God.
It's a normal, it's a regular thing that will happen, whether you approve it or you not approve it, will happen. Whether you know about it, you not know about it, will happen. The second thing also is just be yourself for the better. Just be yourself for the better. You know, as a human being. In any relationship you go and play your part. Do your part. So it can be only because, do you know that even some of the some men can even recommend some women based on, look, let me tell you something. We know good women, and when we lose them, we know that.
Mm.
They don't even have to
Me out there, you start recommending me per Steve.
slow down. Slow down.
I'll start recommending you.
I finish recommending you as be working on things. Relax. Your own body is set.
Leave that noise, fam. Leave that
No,
noise.
Lee. Yeah,
So-
the thing that I tell you say going out of going one ear coming out the
Leave
next.
that thing back. This story, leave that story beneath. So the other part, the last part I wanted to say is, you know, this notion that we can coexist with our exes or people that they're with, whether they're close friends or they're whatever it is, we need to mature and grow out of that.
Well, we
It's
need to
hard,
be,
Steve.
we need to be good, but we still good. Be like Usher.
Ex is your ex. You don't need to maintain buddy friendship. You can set boundaries, but be at peace with the past. Your
It's hard.
ex is your ex. Yeah, if it's hard, then I mean you still want your ex, then y'all can get back together.
It's not even about wanting them, and I'm the one I agree. Believe me, I'm with you on this ex that you need to let that person go date somebody else too. Come on. Especially if you're in your happy marriage, let the person go find whoever they need to
Even
find.
if you're not in happy marriage, why you gotta put that condition on it?
Or happy, like you're in your happy space with whoever, the person might find their own happiness too. But what I'm saying is that as easy as it is for us to say this, it also is hard to accept when it's somebody that you know. I think that's where
you stay in love with a man. Leave that thing.
No,
it's not even about the woman. It's not about the man no more. It's about the fact that you know that person out with the man.
You stay in love with a man, leave that thing.
Yeah.
That means nothing. Most of us say when your ass and your ass.
That's not true.
Forget that story. Leave that story.
Speak for yourself. Nobody
You get married, I want to make it. You get ring on your hand. You get something up certificate to that something that all. Leave that thing.
Nobody want to act in here.
Who's kind of shove? It will stay happy.
You don't go backwards around you.
No, forget that thing. We already look when you react, Jam for you know what I mean?
Oh, find out how to catch.
There's no such a thing as girl jam.
Oh,
If
find out
anybody
how
can
to
kill
catch.
themselves, it's a
Yeah,
man.
Roxanne, leave that thing, man. So you want to tell me? You want to tell me that? Yeah, you don't know. We'll talk after the show. You want to tell me? Yeah.
Yo.
You know what?
That mindset of
Let's
people
see.
put in virgins.
No, my dear, I don't spin blacks.
You don't do what?
I
She
don't
don't
spin
spin the
blacks.
block.
She don't do what?
She does not spin the block. I mean, she don't go back.
No, but when you
In
spin
this
it,
day and time, backwards is not the way to go.
no, you're not going backwards. You're not going backwards. You're not going backward. Sometimes, let me tell you something. We are humans, right? Until you can actually get over that person, whether you're a man or woman, you will never be satisfied with who they are with, whether they're distant person. So yeah, by it, you can even be with your husband or whatever. Look, the thing that emotional connection, and that's something you can get kind of easily. It takes time. So yes, that acting there to say we not know. So your ex when you see them, your heart cup, ooh, you just bouncing in your heart.
With your exes.
Yeah, you guys know already now that we appreciate co-hosts there. We appreciate Rasen, brother. We're not stupid yet. Forget that too.
What is it?
Lofa not writing that thing, man. I don't want you control.
You won't be diplomatic that you ain't working to control. Lead that story. Lead story, sister.
But no, we can go on and on and on. We appreciate you tonight. You know, I drink my wine. And let me just answer my friend, okay? My brother Thomas. I'm 5'5", and I drink my cheap little Moscato. Okay.
But when I saw you that day, you're not looking 5'5".
I thought
Lofa said you're looking 5'7", 5'8".
I wish I was. They say heels, but no, I'm 5'5".
I saw you that day, you know, in our basement too.
Yeah,
you know what?
Oh God, where's Jennifer? Jennifer said the basement. I did it.
Not the basement talk.
But y'all, thank you for watching.
Thank you. We appreciate y'all.
We had a topic for tonight, but we'll use it a different night.
Yes.
obviously we
went with the flow of the conversation today, so we definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we shall be back next week.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Do you like taboo topics?
Do you like to talk about religion?
Do you like to talk about sex? Do you like trending topics?
Then join us live
On our weekly podcast.
And follow us on our various social media platforms
under Raw Conversations.